Hi, this is Ramaji. Today I want to talk about an area of confusion for students of self-inquiry meditation, which is that they have successfully knocked down a thought and then another thought shows up and then they have to knock that one down using the two-step inquiry and so on and so forth, and it just seems to be a repetitive drag. Well, here's the thing. When you knock down the thought, you have to follow it. You have to go down, you have to dive into the heart, you have to drop down into the heart. Every single time you knock down a thought, you don't stay up in your head. You have to dive down. And even Ramana Maharshi specifically said that, dive into the heart. That's what he means. When you've knocked down a thought, or you're not having that many thoughts, and you're having space between the thoughts, you're having a gap between the thoughts, what you need to do is dive down into the silence, dive down into the no-thought state, into that gap. Like it's a valley, you want to get to the bottom of that valley and stay in it. The goal is to have as few thoughts as possible, not just to knock them down. And as you have fewer thoughts and they arise slower, they appear slower, they move slower, and there's fewer of them, then there's a bigger gap, and you can spend more time in that gap. So you want to dive into it. So each time you knock down a thought, you want to dive into that gap of silence, no matter how brief it may be. Even if it's just a few seconds, have the habit of diving into the heart. So for example, okay, I'm thinking of a thought and I knock the thought down, the thought goes down, or otherwise I'm released. Then I want to feel the heart, drop into the feeling of being. Then another thought comes, I knock it down, drop down into the feeling of being, drop into the heart. If you're aware of the heart on the right, drop into the heart on the right. If you're aware of the heart in the chest, drop into the heart in the chest. Drop into your essence, into your soul, into yourself, into your awareness, into your spaciousness, whatever you're experiencing that is silent and thought-free. Drop into that and then stay in it if you can, as long as you can. Eventually there'll be another thought and knock it down. And as I said in other videos, as you abide in that spacious, no-thought state, which I call the heart, which Ramana Maharshi called the heart, eventually you're able to stay there. Then you're able to observe how thoughts rise up from that place that you are, that is in you. And then eventually you're able to observe and track the I thought, how it rises up from the heart, from pure being. And then eventually that brings in to the I thought rising.
If you would like to talk to Ramaji, email him or receive the Rasa transmission from him in person or long distance over Skype, contact him at his website ramaji.org, or you can meet him in person in San Diego. That's ramaji.org. Thank you.